3 of the National Football League, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Panthers and the Steelers on Sunday night.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers. And welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Two teams in this one going in the right direction thanks to having both these squads come in off winning streaks. Someone's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
Absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team tonight playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
What we saw last week, Mike, was just a quarterback that was taking what the defense gave him and just playing a really well-rounded game. I mean, he found the end zone a total of 3 times, twice on the ground, once through the air. But most importantly, he avoided those back-breaking mistakes that could have come back to haunt him. If he continues to play at that level, it's going to be a hard team to beat on any given day. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
The throw here is complete.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice game.
Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up to like the 42.
I think everybody in this stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their 1st points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback or an interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Back to throw. This one complete to Washington. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Panthers offense ready now for their second drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Quick slide into the hands of Smith. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. He'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll throw out of the gun. In trouble. Down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side and caught by Olsen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a design run. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. This all the way down inside the 5. He'll try to run this one in. He'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, out by his tight end.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed run.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the hole to just make a play. It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Firing right side. Brought in by Brown.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's caught left side by Olsen. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
That one pinballs around, but is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They're able to convert on third and short, picking up 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut. Like you can see, he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And a determined run there. Inside the 40, it's a gain of 9 yards. Here's a third down and 4. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they'll remain out front by 1.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Great tight ends in the game to start the drive. Drive will start on the ground. Inside the 25. And he's going to take this away home. Touchdown Steelers. Takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Here's a keeper on the zone read. And he'll give it up on the pitch. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. 3rd and long. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he will take this one in. 79 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
The extra point is good. And the Panthers move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to air it well out for Metcalf.
I think it's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be complete.
Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That one good for 26 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this takes it into the red zone. inside the 20-yard line.
This is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish. But you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that, come away with touchdowns, and that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Steelers will open up a 6-point lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big game.
And he's down on the other side of midfield, marking at the 48-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. It has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to beat him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's taken in by the tight end, Olsen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got it. Right side. It's complete. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one. And he's got a team of 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got it.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handles. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. The Steelers offense watching their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Finding space at the 40. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be taken down. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he'll take it on in. Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. The extra point is up and through. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. They will go down as a loss of 2. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we send you down to Orlando, we're Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Here comes a return from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. Has an opening past the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that. just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And this will be tracked down and intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back than in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And mark them down up beyond the 30.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too
Still
far.
second down.
And it draws the flag. Now this looks like a design run. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call design runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do in offense.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Defensively all over him. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sends up second and 5. To the air one more time. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 17
Well, if it
yards.
ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. I'm this coordinator. I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
To throw. And good application defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Panthers. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. Panthers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Panthers 24.
team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. This one complete to Washington. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Man in motion is Brown.
Gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Short pass taken in by the tight end, and he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to beat him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now give on the ground. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance and contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
The throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
First down, Carolina.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner. And we can see there as he picks up the first down.
He'll look to throw here on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third.
This one intercepted. And into the hands of T.J. Watt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You saw a great example right here.
And he's very close to a touchdown. And Northland just shy of the goal line. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown Steelers. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. This is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Throwing right, it's taken in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a designed run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. That's a nice pickup there.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man left side, he's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll drop the throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. He's close to a 1st down. Gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often that for this type of return off of an interception. become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
This running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here we stop, just a short game, down to the 30. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. It's always a little bit of a letdown, to find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Things not looking good, but see if we can get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
At this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And they are really playing well here to start September, aren't they? On their way to 3-0 as they look to finish this one off. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, a gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on 4th and 3.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Second and a yard at the 11-yard line.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. The PAT, up and good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Carolina.
The kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 51, Panthers 31.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick. He's to midfield.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game.
Check, Panther! Smash, smash! Ringo! Ringo!
They'll turn and hand this one off. He's going to be taken down at about mid-30.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Right back to him on first down. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll stay on the ground. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point is good. And the Steelers are going to extend their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.